I'm Caroline Ansley. I am a junior at Mountain View.
I'm Caleb Sutton. I am a junior at Parkview High School.
My name is Spencer Ansley. I'm a junior at Mountain View High School.
And I've been on the Key West, Guatemala, and the most recent Appalachia.
I went on all three, so that was Key West, Guatemala, and the most recent Appalachia trip.
And I've been on the Key West mission trip, the Guatemala mission trip, and the first Appalachia mission trip. With Key West and Appalachia, we did a lot of lap type work.
Like manual, like yard work type things to just clean up.
So we're serving, our community, fixing things up, delivering food.
At Key West, we went to the food pantry.
So I remember we painted a fence for the church down in Key West.
And then in Guatemala, it was really fun doing VBX for the kids and stuff like that.
And then we played soccer with them in the afternoons.
And we also did more manual work, painting houses and moving dirt and all kinds of fun stuff.
Appalachia was fun. We did, similar to Guatemala, we did a VBX for one of the communities there.
We sang songs, and we did a craft, and we did like little Bible story, and then we did like some recreation and games with them.
We also helped clean up that church.
Really just restored that church for them in that community. So at the Guatemala mission trip, I remember we did a bonfire with all the kids and the whole community. One night we stayed up there really late and we did a bonfire and we sang songs.
We do prayer walks, so we'll just walk around the community and talk to people and pray for people.
And then some people did object lessons and testimonies.
I think it's important to participate in mission trips just because it broadens your understanding of the world you live in.
At the Key West, and especially the Guatemala one, you learn that they don't have the same things that we do back home.
Being able to be with your community and then go out and learn about other Christian communities and spread the word of God to those other communities really helps you see how God is working.
Because you see it through a very small lens if you just look through Lawrenceville.
It changed my life and changed my perspective of I'm not so greedy for things and not so needy.
But seeing how other cultures around the world and even other states, just how they interact with people, really broadens how you see the world and perceive it.
It reinforced my community here at church. Key West is one of the biggest places that I found God. Doing affirmations around the table with the Key West Mission Trip group. Knowing that the community that I found here is that powerful and that strong.
Not only will it change the way you look at stuff, you'll get to make lifelong memories with the people that you go on the mission trip with, because it's normally just a small amount of people, and so spending a week with them, you get to know them really well. If you don't know someone's going on a mission trip, you're gonna know them really well by the end of it, whether you like it or not. I've got to know a lot of people that I've never really gotten to know to start with. Now they're like one of my closest friends.
I'd say the biggest impact was probably Guatemala. Just seeing how grateful they were as a people, never complaining about a single thing, even when a power went out. They never complained. They thanked God that they had power. Definitely impacted my gratefulness.
Seeing how far God's hand extends and seeing the work that He's done and the work that we can do through Him just makes me want to do more, want to be more like Him and continue building on my faith.
I remember I used to just, when I looked at someone, I used to think something immediately something bad, but then after going on mission trips, you learn that just because they look like that doesn't mean that they don't have an amazing life.
Just taking in the little things, acknowledging the little things.
Through those mission trips, I definitely built on my faith, and then coming home, being empowered.
And just treating people with kindness. You never know what people are going through, and all these people we've met on mission trips and their life stories that we've heard and what they've gone through, but yet they're still turning. You
don't know what they're going through just because they look like that, and so it's taught me to get to know the person before you judge them. At the Guatemala mission trip, when we do VBX, there was about 90 kids, and so towards the end, past 2 days, everybody had their little people that they went to, and so I had this little one girl.
When we were going to Guatemala, as we were going to the big village soccer field, we'd heard about from the kids, they all wanted to go the entire week, and we're finally going.
And so when she couldn't find me one day, everybody was like, oh, your girl's looking for you, your girl's looking for you, and so I ended up finding her.
And we're walking down, the village street, and we're just having fun with the kids. Kids are piggyback riding.
Her smile on her face when she saw me, it lit up her whole world.
We're racing there, and we're all just having a great time. The kids are having a great time, the parents, the pastors, everyone's just happy.
On the way home from Appalachia, sitting in the van, looking at the beautiful Kentucky horizon, just sitting there drinking my ginger ale and just kind of sitting in the the warmth and the love of the community and the people around me, with knowing residual impact of Christ that I experienced on that trip, and then just knowing that I have that community that I was driving home with, and just enjoying that warmth.
If you're afraid to go on a mission trip, that's okay, it's normal. You're meeting new people, new experiences in a place you've never been, and you're expected to just lay everything down and help.
I definitely think you should go. I definitely think it opens up your eyes.
I mean, mission trips are great. Like, I went into Appalachia and my faith was not as strong, and then I came out and I think it was stronger than it's ever been.
Once you truly get into the work, it's amazing, and it's amazing to be the hands and feet of Christ.
Go into it with your arms open wide to accept anything and everything.
You can take the ideas and take the stuff back and use it at Lawrenceville first.
Receive and adapt new plans and new ways to do things.
Everybody lives in the Lawrenceville community, so everybody knows what's going on in the Lawrenceville community. And so once you go on another mission trip, it opens up your eyes to see what's going on in that community.
And also just be ready to receive Christ and accept him and see him, because he's everywhere. You can really feel him on mission trips, and it's really, really beautiful.
It really captures your eyes and just changes the way you look at things, the way you look at people.
Keep an open mind. Don't have any expectations. Over these 3 mission trips, I've always had expectations, and there's nothing like the last. All 3 mission trips have completely different atmospheres and stuff like that, just based on the people around you, the people you meet, the work you're doing. All 3 just completely different trips, and they're all great. Subscribe, like, subscribe. Comment down below what your favorite mission trip was.